Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Let me go up here. What are the people? Poe on the go. I don't know if I've met you before. Welcome. Chris, Al, Andy, Trip, Brock. Who else is here? I know there's a bunch. Down low. If I miss anybody, sorry. Joe's here, of course. And I think I caught everybody. If I didn't, Tommy J was here. I don't know if he's still here, but welcome everybody. We'll start as normal, I guess. Health cool. Getting ready for this for the bike ride. I did a bunch of stuff on the Forza yesterday. Gonna leave Saturday morning at about 5:30, I think. Got about a 5-6 hour ride, which is going to be halfway there, and then Sunday get up and drive to Pachuap. Ought to be awesome. I can't wait actually. So I'll actually have some content. I'll film some stuff on the way there, and I'll film some stuff when I get there, um, the halfway point, and I'll put out some videos while I'm gone because I think I'm going to be gone. I'm bringing my computer, so I'll still be doing live streams, but I think it's going to be like 10, 12 days maybe, because they're actually having Thanksgiving on that Monday. I think the 29th. No, yeah, 29th, I think. And we're not leaving until the 1st or the 2nd, I think. I still haven't gotten the complete itinerary from, I think Chuck's the one that's actually putting it together. And then Joe is relaying it to me and to everybody else, I guess. Joe already acquired some rooms for there in Pachuap, which is cool. So it ought to be a blast. I just, hey Robert, how you doing? And I don't know if I said hi to Chris. It ought to be and Stuck. I don't know if I said hi to you either. Sorry, guys. But it ought to be an absolute blast because, as far as I know, the people that I know that are going to go, I believe, is Joe, Chuck, James, me, Mitch is going to go, and then there's some other people that are going to go that I don't necessarily know, or at least know of. But it ought to be a blast. I'm going to bring my laptop. I'll bring my microphone, this one, and my little camera set up and light. And I should have enough room. I don't think I'm going to need to use the dry bag across the back seat, which I don't want to do because I want to be able to lift my seat up and down. I have an ice chest in the top box, and I'll show you guys all this. I'll do a little deal before I leave or whatever, on how I've got it packed. And then I'm going to bring, like, I think my wife's going to put together my awesome wardrobe, and I'm going to bring, like, I don't know, I told her like 7 or 8 shirts, 6 or 7 pants, a couple pairs of shorts, and I wear thongs and stuff, so I don't need any kind of socks or anything. Couple of hats, and that's about it. Masks, of course, and then that'll go in my backpack. And I think I'm going to put the backpack either under the seat or in one of the side boxes. The other side box will probably be carrying most all the video stuff, my computer, the 2 GoPros, everything that I got. So it ought to be an absolute blast. So if I miss anything, or questions, in case you haven't been in before, just put them up again because I'm not real good at trying to catch any kind of questions that there are. Yeah, so that ought to be a lot of fun. And like I said, I'll do live streams because maybe they may be early in the morning here in Thailand, because I think Joe gets up early. I don't know how everybody else gets up. I think Chuck gets up early too, and I know James does early morning walks. But I, like this morning, I was up at 4:30, so I can do some early live streams, or I'll fit them in. I'll fit them in somehow. Hey, Randy, Dave and Thongs. It's really weird, man. I've been sort of retired since I was 50, and I'm 64. I retired a little bit early to help my cousin, like I said before, that had ALS. He passed away, and I helped him for like 2.5 years or something like that. And then I went to Costa Rica to clear my brain. and then came back. But I don't know. It's 15 years. I bet you I haven't put. When I was riding my Harley in the States, I would usually put on my boots and a pair of Levi's, but mostly in sports pants of some kind, a t-shirt, and thongs is how I've been the last 15 years. I don't think I've had actual shoes on 20 times in 15 years. So, and I know I'm going to get a bunch of crap about, I should be, especially riding on the scooter. I should have shoes on. But anyway, let's see. But yeah, so I haven't done much but wearing those since then. So it's going to be an interesting deal. I can't wait. I think I'm going to try to. I think I've got 800 kilometers on the Forza, and I'm supposed to get the first service at 1,000. So I think I'm going to go by there today or tomorrow and see if they can do the 1,000-kilometer service on it, so I get it done, and then I'll probably have the oil change when I get back, because it'll probably be what's it going to be, 700 kilometers there and back plus whatever we ride. So it'll be due probably for an oil change when I get back to Pachua. But is Mark here? I didn't see Mark. Hey, Mark, I'm sure you're here. I just didn't catch you coming in. But and then the house has been, I don't know, I'm thoroughly amazed again. I've got some pictures here. Let me figure out exactly how to bring them up. I'm gonna try to bring them up. I know I did 2 little shorts on this, but these are some of the pictures off of that. But that's one. So I got there yesterday morning, and I'll be damned if they didn't have the steel and everything formed up for all the concrete that's going in. That's all the concrete that's going in on the, as you can see, that one. And I'm trying to see if anybody asks any questions about these. I'm going to go back and forth. This actually here, this part on the right-hand side, the part that's covered is going to be the Thai kitchen. And there'll be, countertops and everything. It'll all be finished. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to close it up in the front and the back, or whether I'm just going to leave it open. I'm definitely going to close up the where the wall is on the right. I'm probably going to bring that up quite a ways, and at least block that side. I'm going to leave it up to my wife. It's her Thai kitchen. So we'll see what. No, I didn't. I didn't write anything in there. I'm going to pour right in front of the gate. That is the man gate up in the front. I don't think I have a. Let me see. I don't think I have a picture of something with that front gate. But anyway, there's a. Oh, there it is. Right to the left-hand side of that picture, right where that wheelbarrow is. That's going to be. They haven't made it or put it in. That's going to be a man door, man gate, whatever, a walk-in gate. And right in front of that, from approximately maybe 5-6 feet in and over in front of it, I'm going to pour concrete there. So when we do that, I'll probably, when I pour that, I'll make sure that the kids are here, my wife's here, we're already moved in probably, and we'll all do whatever handprint, whatever they want to do. I don't know if they do that stuff in Thailand, to tell you the truth. But it turned out good. I'm going to go right after today. I'm going to go over to the house. Hey, Goose Hunter, how you doing, man? Glad you could make it. And take a look and see. It should be fairly cured. But here's a couple more pictures of the concrete going in. But what really amazed me were these pictures. They sent me, the guy that did the what I'm calling the carport and the cover for the Thai kitchen, sent me these at night. Now this is that same night, and when I saw him there in the afternoon, he was planning on putting the roof on the carport and Thai kitchen, and he said, I'll be here tomorrow. Well, later that night he sent these to my wife, and I did a little short on that. And he's already done it. He's got to come back today. He did a great job. He put gutters on everything and downspouts and drains. This is that same corrugated metal with the, I'm going to show you my fingers on the side, the 1.5 PU insulation. And the only reason I really did the insulation was because of the sound. Now, if it's raining and we're standing out here in the driveway, I'd be able to talk. And I don't know if you've been underneath what I would call a tin roof. When it was raining quite hard, you can't even talk to the person next to you. But he put in all the lights. He did all this stuff, the footings, everything. And the original price was 70,000 baht. And then he came to me. Now, the brother that was building the house, as you know, he's like 2 months behind. And I can't really hold that against him because of COVID and because steel went up and everything. He's had a hard time. He's done a great job. But this guy was really nice. I mean, I hired him and gave him a down payment a month and a half, 2 months ago, and he was supposed to start. And the brother hadn't pulled down the scaffolding on the front and finished the painting and the windows and all. Anyway, he came to me and said, I hate to do this, but steel has went up again another 50%, and I need to get 15,000 more baht. Now, all in saying, I picked this guy because he came with his whole family. He gave me a really good price. Some of the prices I was getting was 95,000, 100,000, 115,000, 125,000, and he was at 70. So my wife said, "Can you help us a little bit on that, and we'll help you?" And he said 13. So I gave it. So it cost 83,000 baht for what he did there. I did look at a couple people that have done them, and they were paying 180. Now, granted, they were a little bit more elaborate than what I got, but this is perfect. This is all I need. I mean, I've got a place to put my scooters, my truck, and that kind of stuff. And I'm going to even, the truck, I don't know. I'd like to have that space. It's not like I have a whole lot of space around the house. Okay, I'm coming back to the chat, see what I missed. Hopefully everybody's just talking together. Hey, Gary. Hey, Andy. Thanks, man. Andy's coming soon. I can't wait to meet up with him. We're going to have a bunch of fun here. And like I said, I'm still standing by. Come to Thailand, man. I would, but we went down that road many times. So everybody's saying hello to me. But if I missed, hey, Daniel, didn't see you. How you doing? Thank you. Well, we designed it. We had the brother that's building it is her cousin, and he's an architect and a builder, and he sat down with us and took our concept and drew it up, and then we changed it, and he drew it up, and we changed it. We got what I think is like the perfect size house. It's in American standards. It's 2,200 square foot, 4-bedroom, 3 full baths, and American kitchen with an oven, and more Americanized than a Thai kitchen. And I'll show you that they're doing the built-ins cabinets right now, and the guy's doing another brother or cousin, and he's doing a great job. And he's going to do the closet and the whole wall unit in the bedroom. It's going to be a big screen TV in the middle. I think like a makeup thing in the underneath that, and then on either side 2 big wardrobes. It's awesome looking. Hey, dirty old man, glad you could make it. Cobus, how are you? Gator, there he is. But it's starting to get there, man. I think I'm going to leave on Saturday, like I said. I'm probably going to be gone 10 to 12 days, and it's going to be ready to move in when I get back. I'm really got a good feeling about that. And I told my wife, go ahead and tell the people that we rent this from that we're done at the end of December. And I told her we're moving into that house, whether it's done or not, before Christmas. So I got to bring the kids back because I want them to be part of the actual moving process. So we'll bring them from Bangkok on a Friday, and then do our moving on Saturday and Sunday, and then send them back. They might miss one day of school. I'm going to try not to let them miss any school. They just started, so I don't. Hey, Robert. So Anyway, it looks great, and I know I keep saying that I'm going to do a full video on it, but it's coming. I'm hoping that I can get it done before I leave, which is only a couple of days, just to get something out real quick, maybe only a 5-10 minute video. And then when I come back, I'm going to do a full blown video when we're right before we move in or when we move in. And Joe's he's been on me to make sure I've been tracking every diamond, and I have been. But it's looking like it's going to be, with all the extras and everything, less the land, just the house, and without the pool or the pond, it's going to be about 2.9, right in that area. So still, what, under 100 grand US. It's crazy. The house is not completely top end, but it's very, very well done. Not cheap by any means, but it's nice. You'll see. Granite countertops, that kind of stuff. Nice refrigerator, nice appliances, nice air conditioners. Everything's tile. Everything, it's not big. You've seen the chandelier in one of the shorts. The chandelier is awesome. I told my wife it's absolutely gorgeous, but who's going to clean the damn thing? So I guess I'll probably end up hiring somebody to come in and clean it. But it's worth it. It is very beautiful. And she did the front door. Now, guys haven't. I think I showed you pictures of the front door. He's going to be putting that stained glass in that door fairly soon, and once it's in and on the front of the house, it's going to look amazing. And the videos isn't going to do it justice. It's absolutely gorgeous. She picked that out and did that. Now that ended up being a little bit on the costly side. That was like, it's creeping up on 75,000 baht for that front door, which is still cheap, and as far as I'm concerned. If I was to do something like that in the United States, it'd be triple that, easily. But so hopefully I'll be able to do that. I'm hoping. I'm really, like I said, I'm really excited about the trip. It's going to be awesome. It's going to take me 12 hours just to get to Pachuap. A lot of the people I know that are driving to Pachuap, and they're acquiring bikes there or in Hua Hin. Excuse me. But I'm just going to take my time. I'm retired, so I don't have to rush. It's going to take me, I think on the computer or on Google Maps, it says the first leg is 5 hours. It'll probably take me 6, maybe a little more. Every hour I'll stop, hydrate, relax for 10 minutes and get back on and go. I don't think I actually did one stint on it, and I could do probably an hour and a half, but I'm just going to take my time. And the same thing. Hey, Mitch, how you doing? We're just, I'm just going to take my time, and then we had all discussed. I don't think anybody's in a rush that's actually going to go on the ride, so it should be epic, man. I think it's going to be a bunch of fun. A bunch of people with good sense of humor, good people. It's got to be fun, right? There's Mark. I know I didn't see you, but I saw somebody mention you and say hello to you back a little ways. What else do I have to do on the bike? I've got to go get another my pill container because I'm old. Everybody knows. It only good for 7 days, so my wife wants me to go by the DIY shop and pick up another 7-day case so she can make up my medication. So I've got that for 14 days. I don't want to get stuck out without any medication. That would suck. Then like I said, she's going to put together the 6, 7, or 8 shirts and pants and shorts and everything in my backpack. I've got all my filming gear that I'm going to take, just GoPro stuff and cameras, a gimbal, and I think I got a tripod, which I don't even really need. And that'll go in one box, and the other box will, I don't know. I should have plenty of room, and I hopefully I can carry stuff because some of the guys I know only have top boxes, but whatever extra stuff I can carry, I'll carry for whoever's going. Hey, Craig, how you doing? Welcome. Hey, James, I don't think I've met you before. Pleased to meet you. Glad you could come. Cool. Yeah, it's just like a kind of like a family here. I don't know. Everybody seems to get along. The basic gist of the whole deal is we talk about Thailand, the people that are here in Thailand, the people that want to come to Thailand, what they want to do when they get here in Thailand, and then sometimes geriatrics because most of the people are between 55 and 65. Although I told you I was a little amazed when I'm starting to learn how to read the analytic things that got quite a following between 25 and 35, which I was kind of amazed. Which maybe they want to look at. Maybe this old bastard's got some stuff I can learn from. Who knows? But welcome to everybody. Um, but yeah, so it ought to be an absolute blast. Like I said, we'll get James will be, those guys, I'm not like that. I've got to learn how to, maybe I could talk to them a little bit about it. I think Chuck's been doing it probably the longest, but they've got that damn camera glued to their hand. And, I find it hard to walk around, talking, talking to nobody, but I guess I could get used to it. I got used to doing this and I never thought I'd be able to do this. So, 69 in December. Yeah, you're right there, man. Are you here in Thailand, James, or are you coming to planning on retiring here? Or if you don't mind, you can chime in anytime you want. But hey, Gary, yeah, so it ought to be an absolute blast. So they'll be vlogging 10 times more than me, I'm sure. Joe, and I don't know who else is coming. Mitch has got a big channel now. He's got all sorts of content. So he'll probably put something together. Just kidding, he doesn't. Wombat, how you doing? I think that's TT, right? Am I right? But I still got to come to the Wombat. And if you're in Pattaya, definitely go there. From what I've seen and from what I've heard, it's great food, great people, good atmosphere. So there's a plug for Wombat. But I think it's TT. Got a lot of planning. Let's see what... got all the time planning my trip and found airfare. That's about what I've been finding out of LA. 900, I guess, out of LA. Have to get pricing on bike. The rest all in. Planning my trip. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what you looking to buy a bike or rent a bike, Poe? Are you going to be retiring here? Like, is it a one-way trip or are you just visiting? 18. Yeah. You know what? And just, everybody's got, dirty old man, everybody's got videos on what to bring. I don't know if maybe I should do one, but I know that I watched a couple of them that Rob did before I came. I watched a bunch of them before I went to Costa Rica, on Costa Rica, of course. But, the basic gist, bring this. You need insect spray. It's real expensive. You need, sunscreen. You need this. You need that. And also stuff that you don't need. I guess I didn't need to bring sheets and a mattress, stuff like that, which is fairly, it's fairly, you should know some of the stuff. But the things that I brought that I really needed, or that I used the most of when I was going back and forth, because like I had said before, my real plan is to go back for 2 weeks every 4 months or 3 months, which I still want to do. But I got spices. Some of the spices that are in the U.S. I can't get here in Thailand. And then I brought chocolate, of course, for the kids. That's what they wanted. And that was pretty much it. I use it's not a hot chili oil. It's a hot sesame oil. And I use it with tuna when I eat tuna raw and salmon raw. It's really good. And I can't get it. I get it off of Amazon in 20 bottles at a time. But there's all sorts of stuff, and everybody's got a video out on it, except for maybe me. So I would check those out. And hey, down low, how are you? Shaving gel, yeah, stuff like that. You'll see the videos. Maybe I'll try to put one up before you come. Let's see. Clovis. Sorry, folks, I've been quite tied up stuff past few days. What have I missed? Also, yeah, it's just a deal. I don't know. We're just trying it out. Like I had told everybody, not for the money. I tried to get it to where it let me put it in for 20 cents or something, but it won't let you do that because I found out afterwards, talking to people, they want their chunk of the 99 cents as the lowest level that I could get. But mainly just to maybe have some kind of a membership thing down the road. It's not nothing. You know, I thought it'd be fun, but I did check a box just so everybody knows that if I decide to cancel it, everybody gets their 99 cents back. So you don't lose your 99 cents, which is cool. So, and I haven't decided, but I think I'm going to keep it. Everybody, it was like almost 50-50 on a little bit higher. People didn't want it, but a lot of the people that are in it, they want it. They want to be part and feel like, you know, that, and that's cool. But I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. There might be some members only things, but I doubt it. I like to keep everybody involved, but there'll be some stuff. Did I miss anything? Hi, TT. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Gator Santa, Santa, Santa. I don't have my Santa shirt on today, but I did you see the little Santa emojis. I did put a Santa emoji in the members thing. I haven't seen anybody use it yet, but I did put it in there. Thanks to one that turned up. Yeah, happy birthday belated. I wish I could have been there. I'll get. I wish I could have been there. That's about the best I can say. Where is the button? I don't know. Good question, Gary. The only place I see it is on my laptop. I don't see it on my phone, so I don't know. I think there's a way. Here I am, high tech again. I think there's a way to put it somewhere else so the phone can see it, and I'll try to do that. But right now, the only place that I see it is on my laptop. Let's see. What is I saying? Oh, not going anywhere today. I was just saying I have missed. Yeah. Yeah. The Real Man Facebook. And I didn't sort of Poe. Did you answer? Are you coming? Let's see. I always learned if Japan was open. So are you not retired yet, Poe, or are you? Sorry if I missed some of the stuff. It's not available on the phone, especially Apple. Yeah, I didn't see it stuck. I don't know how to do it. Supposedly there's a way to put it in the description of a video or something. I don't know. I'll have to read. I wasn't really, I'm lucky I got the thing to actually turn on. But I don't know. It just something. We'll see what happens with it. Like I said, worst case scenarios, I'll cancel it and everybody will get their 99 cents back. But I think we'll do some fun stuff, something different. I don't know. We'll see. Chris, fast boat. Yeah, I was really. I don't know if you guys, most of you guys, I'm sure, are subscribed to Rides for Kicks, but I just watched his video on this. I'm going to call it I don't know what that. It's a transport that's going from Pattaya or John TM all the way down. If you saw his video, you know what I'm talking about. I forget the name of the deal. It's almost like a cruise ship. You get a little room. You got, it looked pretty cool. So I'm going to check. I want to check into that too. That might be kind of fun to do. But he put out, I think, 2 or 3 videos on it. Somebody can maybe post his link. I'm sure he's I think he's got 50,000 or 60,000 subs. Going to go. Let's see. If I missed something, like I said, put it back up again. There we go. Poe figured it out. Cool. Thank you, Poe. Santa for 99 cents. You're all right, Joe. Thanks for becoming a member, Poe. I'm glad to see the new people coming in. And I know there's been a lot of new people that some people don't like to. I know I went a long time without even typing anything in the comments, even after a video. And then I slowly but surely started asking questions because it was more advantageous for me to find out about coming here, especially. So I would jump in and ask questions. Like Dirty Old Man was saying, it was I brought 3 suitcases and I probably only needed 1, to tell you the truth, because I didn't bring a bunch of Levi's and clothes and stuff like that. I brought like 20, 25 shirts, 10 pairs of, 15 pairs of pants and 3 pairs of socks because I thought maybe I would put on sneakers, but I didn't really, although I should. There's Rides for Kicks. Thanks, Brock. I'm starting to teach myself to edit. Yeah, it didn't take me too long just playing with the thing because you don't have to put out a video. I mean, you can play with the editor and figure it out. And the 2 or 3 that I went through before I got to what I'm using now, and the only reason I'm using the one now is that I'm used to using it. So it's hard for me to, become accustomed and be kind of savvy in any way. But they were all very similar. Once you get it down, they all basically do the same things, but in different ways to get there. But just visiting now. Just started a new job. Cool. Yeah, it's people that can actually come here and work. That's awesome. I know I know a few people that are doing that. I'm lucky enough that I got to retire when I was 50, and I have a couple of different incomes, retirement stuff. So, here's Mitch. What did Mitch say? Have we got to the Jerry Huttrick part? I've got a burning question about it. 7 hours too long. Yeah, we'll get there in probably about 30 minutes. What did Stuck say? Yep, I can't get the membership page on my phone. Usually there's a guy in the chat that will post a link for everything. Apparently not for this. I don't even know if you can. Like I said, I'm so not in tune with the the YouTube and this kind of stuff. Hopefully I will eventually someday. Let's see what download they're putting. Yeah, and there's even free ones. If you have an iPhone, there's one on comes with it for free. That was actually the first one that I started. I don't remember the name of it. Somebody probably knows it. I'm sure. I'm just old and can't remember shit. But you can start with that one. Power Director, yeah. I've got Power Director on my phones. I use another one. I can't even pronounce it. Modavi editor and something or other. I don't know how I ended up with that one, but I'm used to using it now. And download is a question. Name question. Why is everyone driving? Yeah, and it's really weird too because I've been here 3 years now. I haven't been back to the U.S. in right now just at 2 years. And when I look at the road, it looks right to me now. It looks like this is the way I'm supposed to be driving. So I don't know what's going to happen when I get back to the U.S. Ought to be interesting. But it was easier on the scooter. It was a little bit tougher for me shifting with my left hand on the truck and driving a vehicle. Not now, but when I first started, the scooter came fairly easy. I mean, I got a couple of going the wrong way deal. Reaching for his pacifier. An inside joke, TT. And he thinks, what did I miss? I don't think I missed anything. Tried to copy. What did it say? Tried to copy. Link not copy. Yeah, I don't know what. I got to figure it out. I'll figure it out a way to. There is some stuff there. I just haven't been that concerned about it actually to read about it. I just did notice that it wasn't on my phone and it was on my laptop. And Brock posted one. Maybe that one's different. Well, let's see. Should get the membership page. Okay, cool. Thanks, Brock. Amnesia. I have amnesia about the ladies' German food place. Is Mitch the sober designated driver, TT? I've got. He said, I got a mirrorless camera with 5 lenses, tripod. Think I will get a pocket weatherproof camera for travel with instead. I've got a M3 Canon mirrorless. I've only got 2 lenses for it. I use it for most of the vlogging stuff that I do. It sits right here on my gimbal, and I got a shotgun microphone on it. I don't usually take it. Usually the kids will take it and use it. Like when we went to Pattaya, they took a bunch of stuff. Looks like Brock got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Hopefully I will. Are you leaving already? Enjoy your day, evening, afternoon. Deadline, I better get back to us. Are you still here, Mark? Did you get your house? Are you moving in? What's happening? If he already split, we'll find out another time. But I know they were doing, I think he was doing the final papers and all that crap on it. So I'm sure it's done. Let's see what Chris says. Last time I was in LA, I rented a car. I ended up downtown on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, I bet. The times I was going before, when I first got here, I was on the 3-month visas, and I would go back every 3 months, and it was working out pretty good, actually, because like I told you before, my mom's house is only about, well, depending on traffic, somewhere around an hour from the Thai embassy in LA in the San Fernando Valley. So I would just go, and I don't know if they still have it, but back then, you get there at 9:00. They go through all your paperwork. They say you've got everything. They say come back at 3:00. You come back at 3. They give you your passport back with your visa, and off you go. It was very convenient. So and that's probably what I don't have to worry about that now because I'm on a retirement visa. So if I have multiple entries, I don't have to worry about it. Final inspection. Okay, Mark did answer. Final inspection was Monday, but different contract doing kitchen. Okay, so you still got stuff to do. When are you planning on moving in? Wombat, Mr. Mitch, your YouTube channel doing? He's ready to put up all sorts of content. I think everybody busts his chops about putting content up. Then you'd actually, there would be to me, when I was in Pattaya and I was a single guy and I was in Mitch's shoes, I wouldn't even moderate. I mean, there's so much stuff to do, and people that he's met, and great people that he's met. He's a busy man. So I think he's just January cool. Good to hear, Mark. Good to hear that I'm going to be in before you. Just kidding. But yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I told him before, you're retired, for Christ's sake. Relax a little bit. It's not like you're sitting in Surin like me with absolutely nothing to do, no one around. But I'm going to make that change. I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling, but they're not going to be so much traveling videos as just bullshit videos, more about what I'm doing, what's going on around me. I don't know. I'm just going to be creative with it because I think we got plenty of people doing excellent jobs on travel and stuff, So I got to figure out something different. Maybe all geriatrics. I'll take you guys in while they, remove my gallstones or some shit. But anyway, we'll have fun with everything that happens on this channel. Let's see. Thailand, you're going to let us come stay. Yeah, but I definitely am going to have a party. Everybody that's associated with this channel and me are welcome to come. It's going to be. I'm already legally married. I haven't done the Buddhist wedding deal, so we're going to do the Buddhist wedding and the house, whatever, the big house ordeal, and it's going to be somewhere in April, I think, and everybody's invited. Everybody. We'll have plenty of food, plenty of booze. It'll be a excellent time. But my wife wants to wait until I get done with the plunge pool, the koi pond, all the landscaping, so the house is basically done before we have the party. Although I just talked to her this morning, and I said, "Do you want to have a party for the people that built the house?" And she said, "Oh yes, they want pizza real bad because I made them pizza a few times through the building process." So I said, "Okay, we'll find out, and we'll probably do that in January sometime, just for the people that worked on the house. It ought to be a kick." And also, there's a bunch of people trying to bid for the under the stairs accommodations at the house. Everybody will have to arm wrestle for that. Currently multitasking, riding my motorcycle, getting some breakfast, moderating, drinking my coffee, and using my nasal. Yeah, Mitch is that's what we had discussions about, about stuff, and I told him you're absolutely crazy, man. You need to be living the life, man. Who knows how long that's going to last. You might run into somebody you really like, and that'll be the end of that. It'll be the end of that and the start of something new. And like I said, I don't regret anything that I've done here in Thailand, especially. I mean, I'm married to, as far as I'm concerned, the best woman in Thailand. So I'm sure there's some people on the channel that'll disagree with that. Mark being one of them, Tom being another one, Brock being another one. Everybody that has Thai wives or girlfriends, they're just you find the right one, man, and I have a whole new lease on life, man. It's awesome. So anyway, then move on to it. But for now, man, he needs to kick up his heels and have a good time, which he is doing, and I'm glad to see it. He's a good man, and I'm looking forward to the trip coming up. It's just I enjoy my time that I spent with him for the week in Pattaya, and since I met him 6-8 months ago, we basically conversed every day, and he's a very stand-up, great man. He's a good guy. I'm proud to call him my friend. Tom, another one. Mark, another one. Everybody that I've met have just been Les, retired, living the dream. Great guy. Hey, Joe, thank you. Under the stair bed. All right, you got it. But yeah, and Gator too. I forgot Gator. What did he say? My wife is 85% calling her better half. Yeah. Mine's the way better half. It's just it's just something that, especially in my I the way things came down and everything, it wasn't exactly ideal. And everybody that watches me and knows me knows my story, but the way that it worked out is just like phenomenal. I mean, like I said before, I couldn't have scripted it. If I'd been planning this my whole 64 years, I couldn't have put together a better end of my life, So it's awesome. But Mitch is only 58 years old. And I don't know if he wanted me to tell anybody his age. But anyway, he said it before. But some, they think he's 40. So, why not have a good time? And anybody that's like that, they can call it whatever you want to call it. It's having a good time in your retirement. But I think that it all turns to what most people want, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Finding the right woman and spending quality time and spending your whatever years, your twilight years, your whatever. Mine is the go have fun years. I think that's what I'm looking for. But for now, I think he's doing the right thing. He's meeting some great people. It's only about my doctor's. Yeah, exactly, Randy. Oddly, your membership badge isn't showing Mr. Rich. Mitch doesn't spend money like that. He's got to spend it on women and eating. But I'm really 40. Yeah, I think so too, Andy. It's the way I figure myself. It used to be 35, but I think I'm going to have to bump it up to 40, 45 for an intervention. Like, when are you going to come, Stuck? You going to come and at least visit before you retire here? Helps the colonoscopy. Yeah. That I would imagine it probably would. But anyway, back to the other issues. Everybody's done videos on what to bring. So anybody that's planning on coming, I had more than enough stuff in the 3 suitcases that I was allotted on my flight over here. Unless you're going to bring, you're a couple and you're going to bring your furniture or whatever you're going to bring in a big container. 3 was more than enough. I know when Mitch, he brought his, I think he's shuffling around 1 or 2 suitcases that he wished he hadn't have brought. So, it all depends. It's the stuff that I know is expensive everywhere is suntan lotion or, sunscreen, insect spray, deodorant. Bring your own razors if you want to. They're a little pricey, but nothing real expensive here in Thailand. You know, I like when I was watching both the Thailand videos and the ones in Costa Rica. I wanted somebody to walk through the market, which I know Chuck does a lot, but and show the prices of tomatoes, potatoes, cereal. You know, I was really interested in that. I don't know if people are, but before I came, I wanted to know because I was putting together a budget. You know, I'd never been on a budget my whole freaking life. You know, I mean, I need more money. Okay, I put more money in my bank account. You know, I don't know. That's all I did when I was working. I worked hard and I made pretty good money. So, you know, but that was what I was interested in. And the other thing, which I'm probably going to try to do a little bit more, but more so, I think if you're in places like Pattaya, Jantiem, you know, Hua Hin, places that people are really going to go to, not out here in Surin, but in Cocoa Beach, in Costa Rica, I watched for 6 months before I went. And when I got there, you know, I just watched people that put videos out, motor vlogging or just riding non-talking cars. I knew where everything in this freaking town was before I even got there. I bought my scooter and I headed out, and I knew which road to turn on, where to go, everything just from watching YouTube videos. Uh, let's see, what did I miss? Mr. Mitch, the fluids. I booked, what did see? Let's start here with Andy. I booked a booster shot for January. I wanted to. The government say I have to next year. Okay. Sort of stuck it up and enjoy. Yeah. I think he's having fun, which is always cool. Yeah, I watched that too. And what does Brock say? Shine like Tita. That's her. Mr. Mitch put up her link. I only bring coffee and gifts when I come to Thailand. No room. Yeah, you know, the only thing that I brought, like I said, after I was already here, living here, I would bring 2 suitcases. The one that I went traveled home with was empty, and I would fill that one up with chocolates, spices, like I said, that chili or not chili, sesame seed, hot oil, sesame oil, a couple other, you know, things like that. Coffee. I didn't need to bring coffee, but that kind of stuff. The chocolates, hell, you know, I could spend $20, and the kids were in chocolate for, you know, 4 months. But they just keep it in the refrigerator. And what I did with the chocolates, and it worked pretty good, I froze it all and then loaded that into my suitcase right before I left for the airport. And by the time I got home, nothing was really melted. It wasn't still frozen, obviously, but nothing was melted. Nothing was. It was in good shape. What am I missing? I'm drinking a beer right now. Mitch, you are? What time is it? Oh yeah, it's 9:30. That's plenty late enough. Sure it is. Lots of room for Stuck. Did Stuck say he was coming? Did you answer Stuck? I didn't see it. It definitely helped with that. If you're coming to visit, when you're coming. Um, let's see. Who says I'm bringing a bottle of for Dana? Dana of Ideal, yeah. Sure, he wants a bottle, yeah. Dana's a good guy. If somebody's got Dana's YouTube channel, put it up by all means. 27 juice boxes. You know, that was the thing that I really was. Well, there was a lot of more things I was really excited about in Pattaya. But when I ordered that Subway sandwich and ate that Subway sandwich, I was in heaven. We just don't, like I said, the only fast food that we have here in Surin is KFC, and we've got about, I don't know, 5 of them or something. But no Burger King, no McDonald's. The Burger King is like a 5-hour drive away. McDonald's is in Buriram, which is about an hour. I've made that trip twice, I think, in 2 years to get a burger, mainly just to drive and get out of town. Let's see. Stuck. What is Stuck say? I don't know if I'll be in Thailand in the spring or the fall of next year. Cool. I'll be out. Can't wait to meet you. We'll have definitely have a beer together when you get here. What did I miss? Goodbye, everyone. Robert's going. Have a good one, Robert. Sounds like you're really suffering over there. Yeah, Mitch has got a tough life right now, I think. What does Trip have to say? Dirty old man, I see you corrected the stuff, but not correct money stuff. It's not easy. um, but let's see. Dirty old man. Question: Why is everyone? Oh, that's an old one. What did I do? Did you did you put up that again, or am I going crazy? Um, I have to get through the closing of my properties in December, and then see what I can do about managing for the other properties. Yeah, and I don't know. Depending on what what your budget and everything is, I figure I'm pretty lucky. I'm going to have I have a pretty good income for the rest of my life. But that's the toughest thing, and I know that, like I said it before, a lot of people's problems are their parents. Um, Even my age, 55, 65. The parents of 85, 90. They're getting up there, and they have to worry about them. It puts a hindrance on stuff. Luckily, I have a brother back in the state and family back in the states, and she was in good health when I left. So she's doing good now too. She seems to be doing better. In fact, I should call her after this too. Let's see. Let's see what Vern's saying. Mr. Mitch, seriously, I would need a guide around Pattaya. I know how to get from the bus station to Walking Street. Yeah, it's nice knowing. Here's Dirty Old Man. Okay, knowing somebody that's around. That's why when I go to Vietnam, I'm going to take Robert Mack up on his offer to go there. He's been there a lot. You do understand my question. Let me try again. Okay. All right. Let me see. Why is I don't know the road instead of the left side on your video? It wasn't. It was put together by Richard Rissard Travel, and I don't know where the video came from of that. Okay, now I understand what you're saying. Sorry, dirty old man. And I hope everything's good with him. If you're listening, Richard, how are you? Hope you're well. Hope to see you soon. I'm sacrificing my. I did the same thing. Stuck. I opted out early at 50, and took a little bit less, and it was well worth it. 15 years later, it was well worth it. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. I'd do it 10 years earlier if I could. But yeah, it was well worth it. Let's see. I have my concerns about downloads. I'm concerned about my mother, so I put her in a home. Yeah, it's and that's the one good thing that I'll tell you about being here. My wife will take care of me until the day I die, and if I, hopefully never happen, if I'm incapacitated or, wallowing in a diaper or something, the woman will still take care of me. Which I really don't want to. I want to go as long as I've got my faculties and stuff. I'll hang. I want to spend as much time with her and as much time enjoying Thailand as I can. But if I get sickly and stuff like that, I'd rather just go. I don't want to be a burden on anybody. Okay, what is Clovis? I'm pretty sure that in that case, it's John DM is a world different from that. Yeah, I must have missed a question about that. Sorry, don't worry about it, Stuck. I haven't blown my budget. It was really weird for me because, like I said, I never had a budget, and my budget was like astronomically high. I think I had like 2,000 baht a day to spend for food, and bumming around. So, needless to say, at the end of each day, I had an extra, 1,400 baht. I spent or maybe more. So once I did that, I started excuse me, lowering it, and got to something, what to do. But like I said, if you drink or if you're dating or, stuff like that, that all takes a bunch of money. Drinking can put your, not even give you a budget. Hell, I could, if I was a drinker, I'm sure I could drink 2,000 baht a day just in going out, Thank God I don't drink. Well, I drink a little bit. But rental properties. It's a good thing and a bad thing. I didn't like having rental properties. I was glad that I got rid of them all. But there's a different story. I wasn't using it to survive. Um, you know, People are, especially in California. I don't know how it is where you have your properties in Florida or whatever. I know it's different in Phoenix. I talked to some people there that, you got somebody in there, you just go stamp a deal on their 3-day notice. They don't get out. You got to call the cops and they're gone. Well, I can't call the cops. It's just not in me, and not part of my way out. It's not part of me to do that. I don't like to do that. But in California, there you're as a tenant, you've got every possible avenue possible to stay there and not pay somebody for 6 to 8 months. And it was a nightmare a couple of times. I had 2 pieces of rental property, and I was happiest day of my life was getting rid of them. Um, and it wasn't even. Some people were intimidated. Some people weren't. When I would bring somebody in, I would explain to them when it's time to go, you got to go. But still, it was always women. The men, whether they believed me and thought that I would get them out of there, uh, the women knew that they were idle threats to them, and 2 of them burned me 6 months, man. And then when they left, they shoved their laundry down the toilets and blocked up the septic tanks. I mean, it was a freaking nightmare. Hopefully, nothing happens to you like that. Stuck, and in Florida, I imagine maybe it's different. Let's see, maybe you answered. I talked to Richard the other day for a long time. He is okay. Some issues, yeah, and I did too. He sent me. He as far as if he's well and everything, but people know, yeah, he is well. He's just got to, like Brock said, he's got to work some crap out. Dirty old man, stuck on trying to hurt me. I will take care of you until the day I die. When beautiful woman. Yeah, there you go. Triple handle it. Yeah, and I think it's just in the Thai culture. Um, First off, we're considered, obviously my wife's younger than I am. She's 41, but I'm an elderly person, which are how do I want to say this? They're the Thai people. They respect their elders. My wife is supposed to take care of her mom and dad, her grandmother, grandfather until the day they die. When we got married, she makes that same promise to me, and it's just the way that it is here in Thailand that I know of, at least with the women that I have talked to. My wife is adamant. She wants me to live to be 100, and I'm going, please. Like I said, if I can still walk and maybe not even walk, as long as I've got my faculties and I'm, you're not having to lift me in and out of bed and change my diapers, I'm willing to hang. So, are we into the love connection part of the show? But we are definitely into the. Let me put up the link in case anybody wants to come on. I've rambled. I've rambled enough, I think. Paste. And there we go. So in case I know Brock will probably come on. I should put it on earlier for you, Brock. My wife and I. Let's see. Yeah, Randy says, my wife, I don't think I want to go to Thailand. Me, 1 second later, I'll send you pictures. Yeah, exactly. My wife was that way, the one that passed, man. She thought every country besides the United States was a third world country. There were cattle running around the dirt streets, people squatting in the corner, going to the bathroom, and that came from her sister visiting India. She was married to an Indian man, and she thought every place, Costa Rica, Thailand, everything was third world countries were just horrible, you know. And I finally had her talked into before we found out that she had cancer. We were coming to Thailand for 3 months. I pretty much had her talked into it, and then that damn cancer came in, and that was that. But let's see what Stuck has to say. In 15 years, I've only had to evict 2 people, and it never took me more than 2. That's awesome. So obviously, you've been dealing with renters. I wasn't good at it, Stuck. I mean, I just didn't want to be bothered. I mean, it wasn't. some of the money was okay. I mean, I was getting a good buck, and some of the money now and some of the places that I would have had in California would have been through the freaking roof. And it does make for a good income, but it, the idea of me having rental property and being away from that, but like you said, maybe you're going to set up some kind of a rental agency or something like that to take care of it. But it's definitely a good income. There's no doubt about that. All right, Tom says he's leaving the stream. All right, Tom, take it easy. Thanks for coming in. Exactly. Yeah, it's, I don't know, man. It's I've never been any place like this. Okay, and I've been in quite a few places. Have I been? I'll bring Brock in real quick. Have I been in a million places? Hey, Brock.
Good morning, all.
No, but have I been enough places to know that I'm not going to find anything much better than this? Yes. Like I said, I just can't see it. Even if you're a married couple and you're collecting Social Security from the United States at 1,500, 3,000 a month US, unless you're both complete alcoholics and you have to drink, 10,000 baht a day worth of liquor, you're going to live a good life here in Thailand. It's that drinking aspect that can blow a budget. Smoking, not so much. You can still get a pack of cigarettes for, I think, 60 or 70 baht. It's been 2 years. I'll tell you what, I had a stressful day before yesterday, and I was craving. I came this close to going down to the store and buying a pack of cigarettes. Thank God I came to my senses. Let's see what Stuck says. My sister is home, and she manages my book. It's a property upkeep. I have my problems with since my partner passed away. Yeah, if you've got somebody that could do stuff for you like that, then you're in. So you're going to be here. You're going to be here to retire, or you're going to be here to just visit next year. Uh, I don't know if you answered that. You probably did. Sorry, I'm reading something else on my phone. Way too much crap going on. Let's see. If I missed it, like I said again, put it up. Downloads
Hello.
asking Mitch, have you ever make it here? Will you do you a deal if you ever make it here? Okay, I must have obviously I missed something. Um, but yeah, so I don't know. I would. I'm still on the bandwagon that if you're not going to retire in your own country, you got to come to Thailand. At least give it a shot for 3 or 6 months. I can guarantee you, 99% of you will not leave. You'll hang here. What is Dirty saying? You will always have cigarette flashbacks, but yeah, it'll be further and further between. Yeah, I think about it all the time. You got to remember, I started smoking when I was 14, I think, and I was a heavy smoker, 3 packs a day. And then when they went in and they shoved that tube in my mouth, it'll be 2 years, New Year's Day. So it'll be 2 years that I quit. But I do. I still crave them. But I'll tell you what's neat. It's awesome to be able to go to a movie theater and actually watch a movie and not Jones the whole time in there about getting the hell out of there and smoking a cigarette. So it's a good thing. Plus, it's got to be the dirtiest, nastiest habit to have. Stuck saying, I'm not sure, but definitely at least 90 days. Cool. I'll definitely we'll meet up. That's for sure. I think I already read that. Who's out of here? Mitch is out of here. Head to meet a lady online. All right, Mitch, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. And Stuck saying, Gator Jake, shit from anybody, my brother. Saying much rather deal with me. Yeah, it was interesting. I'll have when I meet you, I'll give you some of the insight that I don't really want to say on YouTube. I'll I'll enlighten you about some of my run-ins with renters. 17 years ago, good for you, man. It was me. I quit drugs. How long ago? I was probably 35, late 30s, something like that. So 40, 50, say 30 years ago, over 30 years ago. And the way I did it cold turkey and everything, a lot of cocaine, stuff like that back in the day. But I quit it cold turkey by buying shit for myself. I was really into photography. So instead of going out and spending $500 a week on whatever drugs I wanted, I would buy a camera or a lens or snorkeling gear, whatever. After 2 weeks, I had a freaking or a month, I had a whole room full of shit that I would have never bought. And I said, okay, I'm done. And it's been 40 years, I think, since I've done anything. So who's here? Is that the other Santa? That's Joe, I think. You got a picture of me? What a guy.
I wouldn't trust that guy. He looks a bit shifty.
Yeah, he looks like a deviant, doesn't he? I was once asked if I ever smoked. I never looked.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Joe. I'm the other Santa. Let's see. Let's keep going. Yeah, so, and I've been lucky in that aspect of it. I could have went down the wrong path. When I left 20 years ago, when I left outside of Los Angeles, and my wife had convinced me that I was definitely going down the wrong path, and we moved up to Central California. That was the saving grace of my life. She had told me that you're not a very good person to people. I was always loving to her, and I never, I tried to do the best I could, but to other people, I was just a nasty bastard. I wouldn't have liked myself. Like I said, I wouldn't have hung with myself back then. A lot of people did, but they were nastier than me, I guess. But Gator said he smoked. I smoked for 20 years, drank a lot of coffee. Then I said I was stunting my growth. You're 5'5". Yeah, so not going anywhere yet. I was making a joke. Okay. All right, Mitch is still here. So that was one way to quit anyway. Buy yourself shit instead of buying drugs. Any of that powder and stuff like that, I think it's the nastiest crap in the world, especially the crank and all that stuff. But I think that weed and hemp and marijuana just got a real bad deal. I've been involved with that since the 80s, and I still think they haven't even broke the surface on what this plant can cure. And people in Egypt knew it. That's how long ago. So hopefully they'll let everything's opening up, which it looks like it is all over the world, and they'll start doing testing, because I know in the United States the government pretty much shut down any testing after the early test said, oh yeah, this THC and CBCs and everything that's in there is shrinking tumors. They ended all the no one else can do any kind of government research on this hemp. So now I know that they're starting to do more. They've got a couple of tests. I haven't been involved in it about 7 years or so now, but there were some people out there that were showing some real progress in reducing breast cancer tumors and all sorts of stuff. They're going to be amazed what that plant will do. Now, smoking it, I'm not a big fan of that. Edibles, everything but smoking is the way to do it. Anything you're smoking is not the way to do anything. Just my 2 cents in case anybody wants to know. Let's see, what do you say? I'm what happens when you put a wet slops guy, with the dryer too long. That's what comes out of 5'5" guy. But yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, come to Thailand. I don't know, Mitch. Are you having a horrible time here as a single mid-50s guy? I don't think so. But anybody else is going. I'm having a great time. I didn't have that great a time. I shouldn't say that. Wife had only passed away 3 months before I got here. Depression, stuff like that, and I still was in probably the best place I could be. Got out in the morning, sun was coming up, drive the scooter along the beach. Go down on the beach, no one there. Let it get light. It was spiritual. I don't know. Inspirational. It was all good. It was all good. And then when I got introduced to my wife, it was nothing better could have happened. So, let's see. What did I do? I'm on the what? I'm on the marching powder. Only 2 more sleeps until Christmas. I'll let you know. What did I do? You're not joking. I went to the Philippines. Never been there. I'm kind of looking forward to going. I've heard good things, bad things. Not going there to live, just to visit. So I'm sure I'll get a bunch of input. Not joking. I went to the Philippines about every year for 20 years. No marriage, though, no, just girlfriends. What did you think of the place, Tuck? The only thing I know really about the Philippines is I told my cousin that had the Lou Gehrig's disease that I would take care of him until it got to the point where, for some reason, I just had real weird feelings of feeding the man, and I couldn't bathe him. I didn't want to. I couldn't do that, and so I told him when you got to that, we'll figure that out. Well, I hired a Filipino gentleman who turned out to be the best thing that I ever did. This guy moved him around up and down, and I mean the guy was phenomenal. And he had told me about the Philippines and his experience there. He ended up starting up a caregiving deal, and it was pretty cool. Let's see, Larry Chris, I put the lotion on the cannabis. Yeah, I don't know. How you doing, Larry? I don't know who this is. I'll add you for a second. Who is this? Chris, Born Nomad Productions. How are you?
Good morning, Chris.
Hey guys.
Has anybody on the panel here ever been to the Philippines?
No, I haven't been there.
No, wonderful place. Yeah, great people. I'm going to try it. I mean, I'm going to go anyway. Again, here I am procrastinating because I still have my passport with one flipping page in it. So I can't even go to Cambodia. I maybe can go to Cambodia and get back in, but I need the page for when I get my February. I got to redo my retirement visa, so I got to go. I got to put it. I can't put it off anymore. Here, one
better.
more. I don't know who this guy is, but we'll let. He's just a moderator, but we'll put him in there. He's got a beard, though. Everybody's got beards, yeah. We're looking good.
Yep.
You got to have
You
a
can't
beard.
come on unless you got a beard.
We're working on it.
Oh.
What's up, Mitch? How's it going?
Cost of living's up.
Mitch.
Watts,
Nice
Watts
beard.
you
taking
been?
a dump against the dollar, guys.
What is it?
Yeah, have you checked it out?
No, I have not.
It's going in the right direction for us Americanos.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna have to check that out. Visit there. Have you been, Mitch, to the Philippines?
I have not, but I will be going. That's a fact.
All right, cool.
Yes.
Maybe I'll
I'll
tag
good
along.
friends down there.
Do it,
Maybe
Mitch.
I'll-
It's a blast.
I've it's been on my bucket list since 1981.
Yeah, like I said, since my cousin got sick when I hired that
Thanks,
Filipino
Gallo.
guy.
I appreciate that. He says I'm looking good. Love it.
He was awesome, and he told me it was he goes, I don't know if you'd want to live
I'm
there
just chilling,
or not, but
man. I'm
visit.
just chilling here in Thailand. Look at that.
A lot of beards up there, but I'll definitely tag along with that. Let me know when you're.
That's
gonna
exactly how I'm sitting right now, except in my condo.
go. You can fly right from here directly right?
Naked
Directly
and
to the
hairy.
Philippines, right out of Bangkok. 33.22. Cool. Thanks, Joe.
I believe so.
I'm
You
ready.
won't
Really?
won't get into
Look
the
like your
visa.
friend Rodney. Right on.
Won't get into Philippines on their current visa status.
You can't or you can.
No, you can't unless you're going in on a
Oh.
retirement visa, and there's no visa on arrival. You got to have a visa before you leave.
And then what do they have some kind of a? I'm naive to this. They have an embassy in Bangkok, or you can do it online, or what can you do?
They do. They got a small embassy in Bangkok, but everything gets shipped to Manila and fast track back again. That's how Gracie did it with Mike's.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I
cool.
could ask Mike's. Mike's probably knows exactly what I need to do. They sent me something. He must not know I'm live. He sent me something that I got on I think on Messenger. So something about hi from him and Gracie in Samui or something.
Yeah,
I'll have to
yeah.
look, I'll have
That's
to
where
look
they're
it up
hiding
and
at the
see.
moment.
Yeah, we'll be in Samui pretty soon, huh, Dave? I think.
What's that? Yeah, yeah. But did you watch Chuck's video today?
Yep.
I
He's
have
saying
not,
no.
no.
He's saying no
No,
Samui.
just Samui.
Oh, no,
He
Samui. No
talked to
worries.
he talked to somebody and said you need to have a PCR test before you can get there 72 hours, and he's gonna
Yeah.
do some other deal or something.
What's the word? F
And long
that.
fuse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
F that.
yeah. We're good to
And
go.
just to let you know too, I don't know if I told you, Joe did text me last night and said that the rooms are procured for us in Pachua. It's a done deal. So
You said rooms. I thought we were just having one room, you and I, Dave. What's with this room?
yeah, but I
stuff
can't.
now?
We
Did you
can't
change
say
your
that.
mind?
You can't say that. on
Oh,
YouTube.
okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, rooms. Okay.
And don't forget the little thing you're wearing there. I want the pink.
No, this
pink
is
bikini.
the gal from the Philippines I'm chatting with. I want to know if Mike stuck in Florida knows her. I'd like to have some pointers.
So I don't know. Is this good? Is that good for the Aussie dollar? Is that up or down or sideways?
Yeah,
About
that's
the
slightly
same.
sideways.
Thank
About
you,
the
Karen
same?
Tip.
Hater's not surprising.
Oh.
Yeah, it's. I'm looking forward to the Philippines. I want to go to Cambodia. I still want to go to Vietnam. I want to see Vietnam.
Oh, bad, huh?
Where else? I've never been to Bali. Stuff like that. So I guess
Yeah,
once
no
it opens
spooning.
up,
No spooning.
How are you going to spoon under the stairs?
Hey,
Trip likes it.
you better have some
He said
long
you-
ass arms to be spooning in my fat belly.
Who's on top? Yeah, that would be one, wouldn't it, Tommy J?
Yeah,
two
just
big
grab a
boys.
handful of hair and hang on.
I don't know. It's going to be.
Glad I went to the bathroom.
I can't even
Peed
imagine.
my pants.
Joe has a good sense of humor. James has,
Yeah.
from what I've seen, an excellent sense of humor. Mitch is off the charts on sense of humor. I've got a pretty good sense of humor. It's going to be an absolute ball, man.
Only online, Dave. I'm an asshole in real life.
No, I mentioned real life. You are an asshole, but it's my kind of
Yeah,
asshole.
Capital A.
Everybody says so.
Yeah.
Spoon. I know. Yeah.
Ask anybody.
Ask anybody.
Oh, shit.
We've seen the
At
photos.
least we don't talk behind your back, Mitch. We'll say that thing right to your face.
Just say it right to me, and I like that up front stuff.
Oh, I should. What do we got? 23 people in the room.
More than
I'm
the
gonna-
behind stuff.
I'm going to put this up. I'm going to cycle through these for the people that didn't see the house deal real quick. It'll only take.
Oh,
a
I'll
minute.
go grab some coffee because I'm tired
There
of
you-
those damn pictures.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I don't blame you. I'm excited, man. Look I got.
I
frickin'
love the
concrete.
smell of green cement, green concrete.
And then
man.
I
love that.
said, I cannot believe
love that smell.
when I saw that guy yesterday. He said they're pouring concrete.
Wow.
I was planning on putting the roof on today. I will come tomorrow. That's what I got out of him.
Spooning
here
under
he
the
was.
stairs. Yeah,
Yeah.
good one.
He sent these pictures last night to my wife and did that freaking roof last night in the dark. So my hands and my hat's off to him. He's a good dude. So anyway, that was enough of that. But I'm looking forward to going over there after I get done with the stream.
That'll mean
My
it
wife
only
wants
looks
to
good
do
at
it.
nighttime, Dave. That's not a
The
good
what
thing.
does?
It'll only
What's that?
look good at night when you look at it now. Look great when he finishes.
I got one for you. Here's one.
That's right. Thanks,
There's
Peter.
one.
Oh my God, that guy on the left needs some cosmetic surgery.
Is his head bigger than Tom's, or is it just the camera?
No, mine's big.
You're in the right place for it, Mitch.
Yeah.
Download says you'll never hear him calling you an asshole.
Arsehole. That's different.
Arsehole?
Because I'm full of shite, baby. Lots of it. My eyes are brown.
Well, I'll bring over some money then. You think it's gonna keep? Where's Tom? Tom's not in the chat. Maybe you know, Mid. Was gonna keep getting the dollar gonna get stronger against the baht? Maybe
Well,
go 34, 35?
a digital nomad that I know mentioned
what
it
did
to
he
me
say?
last night.
What did he say? One should move some money. It's gonna go up more or no?
He said the baht's taking a dump against the U.S. dollar.
All right, I move money over every month anyway, so I'll move money over
Quote,
on the
unquote.
first. So whatever it is on the first.
So I
is
looked
what
and it
I'll-
was over 33, and I was thinking, yeah, I can afford a couple more of these drinks.
You
Doing fine,
were
ladies.
you were at the birthday party with TT. Was that last night? Or no?
That was after I was with the ladies, and then after the birthday party, I was with the ladies again. And
now you're sure these are ladies, right? You're
absolutely
positive.
confirmed.
Okay.
I played doctor.
According to Joe,
checked.
you can look at their card and it'll say Miss.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Did
I
you
didn't
have
need to look
gloves
at
on,
the
Mitch?
cards. However,
you have
oh,
other
never mind.
input.
We have a lady in the house. I don't want to.
Yeah, we'll get away from that. Here's
Okay.
Jake. Hey, Jake, how you doing, sir?
I physically
Morning, Jake.
confirmed that they were female.
How y'all doing?
However, they may not have been born that way. I don't know. You know what I mean? If a surgeon is out there, they fooled me.
Thailand digital nomad. US will kill the strong
buy.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
Thailand, another digital nomad has just confirmed that.
I guess I'll have to do something about.
What's the
that
definition of a nomad, Tom?
You're gonna make poor Tom type. I hear somebody beeping outside. Who's beeping?
Beep,
Wonder if
beep,
my
beep,
wife-
beep, beep.
I know. I don't know who it is. They want in.
Who's that ugly guy on the right of the screen? Who's that ugly guy that's just his screen's
Just
frozen?
the picture. Just the picture. Yeah, the one above Chris. Yeah, I
on
don't
the
know.
right.
He looks pretty. I don't know. He's.
Could
looks
be
like
Chris or Jake.
God,
it
he
looks
looks
like
kind
he-
of familiar, but I'm
yeah, it
having
looks
to
like-
squint.
It looks like he's hiding something. But I need
Kind
to
of
trim my
frightening,
beard.
really. It kind of scares me a little bit.
I need to trim my beard before we go.
It's Dave's clone.
And I've got some gloves. I pulled out 4 sets of gloves too for you, Mitch. I got some gloves for you if you want. When I get
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Anytime I hear
They're just the
gloves
ones with
snap
the
and I get a little
fingers.
nervous.
The fingers cut off, those stretchy ones there.
Hey,
They're
Dave,
pretty comfortable.
do you wear a full face helmet or just a?
No, everybody will be giving me shit. I'll have sports pants on, a t-shirt, a little novelty helmet that I've had forever, and another word, not a dot approved, made for, they call them novelty helmets. And I'm definitely
like,
not dressed for, and in thongs. Not a thong like Mitch had on.
Yeah,
Not
I
a
was going to
thong
say,
like
what do
Mitch
you?
had on.
Is that like a mother kind of a thing?
What?
How do you wear that? I mean, that's kind of interesting. I've never seen
I
that.
wear it
So-
for
I always heard that.
for the mask.
I always heard that about those biker guys, especially the
So-
Harley riders.
So
you know?
I'm looking at you, and it reminds me of something back in the day when I was airdropping Indian Special Forces, and they had
Amen, Mike.
Sikh
Yes.
Indians that were in the stick to be airdropped paratroopers out the back, and the Sikhs would take their beard and they'll split it and they'll
So I
tie
don't
it up
have
and then they'll put a scarf around it so it doesn't beat them to death in the wind.
I used
when
to
they-
put mine over my shoulder and let it fling when I was riding.
So
my
I'm
bike.
just worried about you. I mean, if you're gonna hit the road with the crew, you might want to secure that thing a little bit or trim it so it
gonna
doesn't beat
trim
you to death.
I'm going to trim this one.
Hold a bug
What did I
catcher.
say? Stuck says I'm at the point in life where I want air conditioning and Western toilet. You want a Western toilet, meaning you want to wipe your ass with? You want toilet paper, or you? I'm so over toilet paper. I'll never use toilet paper again.
Go
But,
the bum gun.
I have American standard toilets. I have fans in all my bathrooms, exhaust fans, and I'm also going to run those fans probably, at least in my bathroom, I'm going to run it continuously because my air conditioner will be going. So my bathroom door will be open. It'll suck that air through the bathroom, so my bathroom will be comfortable. I'm a firm believer in what Stuck says there.
Hey, Dave, I'll just say for when I first met my wife, the outhouse in the village had a bomb drop toilet and the brand was American Standard. And I said, that is anything but American Standard.
I didn't realize until we went and bought it that the American Standard toilets that they have are American Standard, but they're made in Thailand. They're made here. So, and mine's got the little sliding deal that comes out you can use, or it's got a bum gun next to it. So it's
the sliding deal is a good deal. I bought I haven't installed them yet. I bought some attachments here in the U.S. when we were having the big toilet paper scare, which is happening again, by the way.
Is it really?
Where you walk into a store and like all the paper aisles are empty.
I've only had to go in one of those stuck, and luckily my wife was with me and she helped me. Otherwise, I would have been in trouble. That's the biggest thing here. I've been here for 3 years, and I've only gotten stuck once on the road having to go to the bathroom in 3 years, which I think is pretty good. But that's my biggest nightmare, is being out in the middle of nowhere, maybe on the scooter, having to go to someplace that just has a Thai toilet. And I mean, I'm just not as nimble as I was when I was in my 40s even.
That's
64 is getting to me.
Technique only, Dave, is to wear a low-cost undershirt that you don't value too much.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it was something we used to do. Used to do in the military. Is guys would just take their boot knife and cut away here, so they had the top part of the T-shirt showing, and it was like, okay.
Vegemite is a must. I still haven't. Mark was supposed to get me Vegemite when I was in Pattaya, but it never transpired. It will the next time I go, I'm sure. I definitely will taste it. I don't know if it's going to be my cup of tea.
I sent a bunch to Dana.
Go ahead.
Get him some.
Yeah. Oh, Chris, were you the one that sent all that stuff to Dana? Like the Tim Tams and all that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love that series. I watched that. That's you. Okay, cool. Good to put a face to the name.
Is he on today? Is Dana doing a stream today?
No, he's off. He's going to immigration today.
I know that we collide every once in a while. We both start about the same time, because mine are random. I think he does his on certain days.
So you sent him all that like Vegemite, I don't know, paraphernalia, swag type of stuff, right? With coffee mugs or whatever it all was, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right.
And the personalized Vegemite.
Yeah, the personalized Vegemite. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is Stuck saying? The lady I stayed with in the world squat toilet. There was no, yeah. No, American toilet. That's what, in fact, that's the biggest thing that Dana is all excited about at my house, is that I have actual exhaust fans in my bathroom. He thinks that's the greatest thing in the world, which I do too. That's why they're in there. But it's a very, it's pretty much an Americanized house. I mean, or at least, I'm sure I've never been to the UK. I've never been to Australia, but I've got an American kitchen. About the only thing I don't like in the house is the pink bathroom. That's the only thing I don't like. And my wife wanted it.
Do you get much in the way of black mold there, Dave?
No, I haven't seen it.
Right.
But in my house, it's a little bit different because I'm pretty much running air conditioners 24/7. So my humidity's down quite a bit considered to most Thai homes or something. Right. But and they did do a lot of stuff for preventive on that, I guess, on the inside. The guy, like I said, man, I give him props for at least completing my house, because, like I said, a lot of guys that were in the middle of building stuff and then all of a sudden they're saying my steel costs went up 100%. These guys are not billionaires. They're Thai builders. They just fall away or say you need to give me an extra 100,000 baht or whatever the case may be for me to continue. And he never asked me for anything. I helped him out money-wise because he had fallen, behind on stuff. But like I said, the way they do it here, my wife got the loan. The bank gives the money to my wife. My wife gives it to the builder. So if he said, hey, can I, get 100,000 baht until the next draw, I'm guaranteed my money. So I didn't have a problem doing that.
Yeah.
And this is the last draw.
In these times, it's the right thing to do. Simple.
Yeah. And like I said, for me, building was the way to go because of the way that we had planned it. I put money through her account. She qualified for, 2.3 million. She already owned the land. She owned a truck. She owned another house. They gave her the loan.
Good morning,
so
James.
it made her better for me. What's that? I'm sorry.
James is here, and yes,
Hey, James.
Mitch did get naked, but you missed it, James.
Yeah, I don't know where Mitch went, but
I'm
now
still here. I
heard,
just had coffee. Just made my coffee. That's all.
I'm
I'd be
leaving the
here.
morning, James. I'm leaving the morning of
Sorry. for
the
yelling, Just
27th.
excited.
I'm going halfway up above Bangkok
Hey,
on
James.
my Forza, and then what I asked Mitch to do, and I don't know if he wrote you or whatever, is if you guys could be in contact with me when I come back around, maybe we can meet up. I'm leaving that second waypoint for me, or the last one, is a 6.5 hour ride for me from there to put you up. What I kind of wanted to do was meet up with you guys. My wife completely freaked out on me for driving alone. She does not want me to ride alone, and so I told her, well, I'm going to try to hook up people. The first leg, I know I'm going to be on my own, but it's only 5 hours. But if I meet up with you guys, then she'll be feeling good, and then I can just follow you guys to Joe, just on the other side of Bangkok, if that's possible. I don't know what time you're leaving or anything, and you don't have to give me the time on here. Just let Mitch know, and then Mitch will let me know. But that's what I'm hoping for. I can tell her that'll bring a little bit of a smile to her face, because she's really worried. She didn't want me to go.
That's to prod you up straight through. There's the word right there.
Yeah, that's going to be on the day that I'm going to be traveling down towards. I'll be in Bangkok, traveling all the way down to Pachuap. So I'm hoping that we can meet up somewhere along that route, and I can drive. Well, she's worried about me getting run off the road and no one knowing my name, and I die on the side of the road. She wants me to die with somebody I know, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. But maybe if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, James. I'm not too worried about it. It just will make her feel better. I guess I could lie to her.
Continuous live stream like Mike does, and then we'll know when you fall off.
Yeah, she's just worried about. Once I get there and everybody's together, she's fine. She just wants to know that if something happens to me, somebody's going to be able to get me to a hospital, and kind of make sure that if something happens, I don't know. Whatever flicks her switch, man. As long as she's the woman, like I am, I'm a happy man. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
No, it's all right. I was going to say, if she didn't worry about you, there'd be something wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I'm leaving on, James. I'm leaving on from Surin. I'm leaving on this Saturday. I'm driving to right above Bangkok, and then Sunday morning I'm getting up. Probably 5. I'll leave at 5:30, and I'm driving all the way to Pachuam. So if it works out, like I said, it's fine. If not, I just want to be able to tell her, oh, I got people here. So when I do collapse on the side of the road, you'll know about it immediately. Mitch will tell you. So you're going on Sunday. Yeah. So maybe we can do it. We'll see. It's not, like I said, James, it's not a big deal. I'm just looking forward to it. And I'm actually excited about something. I don't get excited about too much stuff, but I'm really excited about meeting you, meeting Chuck, getting back with Mitch and seeing Joe again. It's going to be a bunch of fun.
What does this do for you, Dave? Right here.
Wild Hogs. Yeah, let's hope.
No, I'm talking about my new avatar.
All right. What did I miss? I've always loved the heat. It's never been a problem with me until the last couple of years. I noticed construction, including my roof, most of my life. Yeah, and I've been in construction too. That was pretty much me. But it's cool here. I have to bring a hoodie with me because at least here in Surin, now I don't know what it's like over there. It's been 66 degrees when the sun's popping up in the morning, and it doesn't get any hotter than 80, 82 at 2 in the afternoon. So it's like the perfect weather here in Surin right now, especially for riding. I probably won't need the hoodie, but I'm going to bring it with me. I'm going to shove it under my seat. Wild Hog hilarious. What's names we going to stick? Yeah, no shit. It's got to be a whole bunch of fun, man. I just can't even imagine. I'm looking forward to it. Damn, we should have done t-shirts made. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right, James. Maybe we have time in Pachuap, because I think Thanksgiving's on Monday, And Joe still hasn't given me the itinerary.
Well, I know it's
imagine
going to have any content to vlog, Dave. You're telling everything.
It's coming from Chuck, so I still haven't gotten an itinerary. But he said the first or the second actually leaving for the trip. So I don't know, but and he said 4 or 5 days, so still don't know that. It's all good with me. We could go for
just
whatever.
As long as we don't go over 60 kilometers an hour, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I only do like 30 kilometers max speed. I can't go any faster than that. I wobble. I wobble a lot. I weeble and wobble, but I don't fall down. Trust me.
Will my Beamer 1250 GS be able to keep up with you guys?
That's the best part. That's the best part. Yeah, that's the best part about going, right? Is just figuring it out when you get there. It's awesome. My kind of traveling. But I know it's going to be a bunch of fun. And I did talk to Joe last night. So
no itinerary.
I'm not talking to him. Text.
No itinerary.
Yeah. I know that there will be one eventually, but I don't think it's going to be like some people were saying. To me,
yeah,
I'm retired.
The itinerary.
Does it really matter?
Wake up, Dave. We're leaving.
If I know where point B is when we're leaving in the morning, then I can go whenever I want. And people they want to go faster, want to go slower, whatever it is. I'm retired. It doesn't really matter to me if I make it to someplace in 4 hours and 15 minutes, or I make it there in 4 hours and 45 minutes. It doesn't matter.
It sounds miserable. I'm just going for the clicks.
This will be, yeah. That's the best part. A no stress, no rush. Yeah, I agree. I'm with you, James. I'm with you. Sounds like a bunch of fun. Couldn't
absolutely
have figured on better people. So I'm looking forward to meeting you too. And I've been trying to meet Chuck for 2.5 years. So since before I got sick. So it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward. And you're going to be on a Forza. I think everybody's going to be on Forzas as far as I know. I think. So that ought to be awesome. I like mine. Hey, TT.
James is going to be on a Fat Boy Harley. And I'm going to be on a 1250 GS Beamer. Chuck's going to have that Ducati. Man alive, it's going to be awesome, dude.
Yeah, that Beamer is that the one that is that the one that Rides for Kicks was on his recent trip? That was at 1200, right?
Oh,
Beamer?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was.
Those things are huge, man. Big bike.
I want to do that ferry ride, man. That looks.
I do too.
Great.
I definitely do.
I think Tony said game changer. That's a game changer. That one. Get you down to the south in 20 hours.
An Indian, cool.
Rested.
That'll work. James said he found an Indian.
Really?
$3K a day, a bargain. So what is that? Well, that's I never had to rent a Harley in the U.S. I rented one in Hawaii, which really freaked out my wife because I took her to Maui. We always stayed at the high-end 5-star hotels for the weeks that we've been there. I think we went 5 times. And the last time we went, I rented
talking about the ferry thing.
I rented a bagger, and I didn't rent a car, and she freaked out. I mean, we were riding in the rain. She was a trooper, man. She took it pretty good. So we had a bagger the whole time we were there instead of a car. She had a couple of nights she didn't really like. I was younger then and a little more stupid. I'm a little more controlled now.
I've lost control, especially when
that's what I heard too.
Food.
What am I missing? Anything? Are you still getting drunk from them today? Have we got the love connection talk going on? We got Dirty Old Man, Trip, and Randy. Where's the other? Who else? What am I missing? Joe sent me a picture. I can't even look at that, Joe. You get me started. Gator, I hope to the Bad Badger. But yeah, that's what I heard. Tony he was on 2 days ago, and he had mentioned he was going to try to meet up with everywhere somewhere along the trip, because he freaked me out because his last video that I saw said, "Oh, I canceled my trip to Pachuap because of rain." And I'm going, well, great. That's where I'm going in 3 days or 4 days. And so he said, no, it's, and I talked to Joe. Joe said the weather's better because it's all clear for me from what I see so far, at least on Saturday and Sunday. This bourbon. Yeah, Tony seems like a good guy. I'm looking forward to meeting him too. I got a lot of people that I want to meet. James decided to make a trip to the United States when I went to Pachuca. I think he heard I was coming to John Tien, and he said, "I'm out of here. Dave's coming here. I'm going back to the freaking United States." But anyway, I'm looking forward to it.
Like Tinder.
Yeah, no
This is
shit.
a bit racier than Tinder, I think.
We're almost entering into the geriatric phase of the show.
Oh, great. We can hear about Mitch's colonoscopy or whatever.
Who was it? Was Mitch going to get one? I think Mitch does it just for fun, don't you, Mitch? Don't you plan one like once a month?
Which
Just
end
to
they
get that
going
little
in, Mitch?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, he just does it once a month for the fun of it. I'm out on everything.
More like Grinder. I'm out of here. Yeah.
Oh shit! Well,
So let's talk about smoking.
You want to smoke? Are you going to take up smoking? I think it's
No,
been
no,
raining almost every day in south of
We're
Thailand.
in South of Thailand.
Yep.
Yeah.
No. I got to look up. I got to find
You're doing it too
my
fast if
suit.
you're smoking, Mitch.
I was going to say that. I think I don't. Yeah, Grinder. I don't. It's the trip. Like I said, is going to be awesome. I'm ready now. What's today? Wednesday. I've got to go to. I got to go get a couple of things. I got to go out on the road today. I got to go to the house, and then, like I said, go over and get the pill container, the extra one, so I can have 14 days of medication. And that's about it, I think. A couple of little things. I want to get a bag to put all my camera shit in. One bag. I have a backpack. Maybe I'll get another little backpack. I got to see if the backpack's going to fit in one of those side boxes. Is James still here, or did he take off? Is that
He's
bike
still
that you're
here.
getting?
I can't see
does it
through
have
his
side-
camera.
Oh, there it is. For those outside of Thailand, have you installed bomb guns? I would have, James. I would have,
No,
definitely.
I haven't.
But do you have side boxes on the whatever you're getting? Does it have side boxes? And I was going to ask you another thing. Did you buy another drone yet, James? Let's see. Top box only. I'm going to have a little bit. I'm hoping I have a little bit of room, but I didn't know if you would bring in if you bought another drone or not. Because let's see, is Bobby here? Time to get going.
Yeah, he's here.
Secrets for me. Stay tuned. Well, because the reason I'm saying that is I have this one, and I never did get my. Oh, excuse me. I never did get my my license when I was in Pattaya. It's the Mini. It's not the Mini 2. But if you want to, I'll bring it if you want to fly it and get some footage and stuff. So it's up to you. If you've already bought one, and you're going to have one, I don't need it.
Only melting issues, dirty old man. Chocolates don't like the heat.
Chocolates don't like the heat. Yeah, I'm not chocolate, but I don't like the heat either.
No, bring them with you, dirty old man. Bring those chocolates. Just don't bring Crown Royal through Singapore Airport because they'll take it from you.
Yeah, you got to come. I'm bringing this too, so everybody knows. I've got this here too. Might as well show you guys some of the fancy stuff that I have. This is a battery air pump.
Oh,
I got that. So I got a tire repair kit, a first aid kit, tools. So hopefully I'll have enough crap so that we, in case we need it, we'll have it. Mr. Mitch never had my crown. So let me know if you want me to bring that drone, James. If not, I won't worry about it. but hopefully I'll have some room in my side tool man. Yeah, I should have enough stuff. I'm used to that from riding around when I was in the States.
Be interesting to see how much of the stuff you actually use, Dave.
Yeah, probably none of it. That's why I'm saying if James has one and he needs me, or he needs to have room to carry it or whatever, I won't take this one. But otherwise, I'll probably fly. I'm just worried. He got me worried from, I used to fly it, and then James was saying, "Oh, you could get a, I don't know, $100,000 fine, whatever it was." And then I tried to when Mitch even tried to help me find the DJI place, and they weren't open or something. So I don't know. Hey, Bobby, how are you? Better to have it and not need it than need it. Okay, I'll bring it. I'll bring the little Maverick. You can, we'll all play with it. Give us something to do one afternoon while we're drinking. Of course, I won't get drunk, but.
Yeah, watch out for the drone eating trees, Dave.
What the hell?
Yeah, no shit, right? That little one, I've had that. I bought that here. I'm surprised I didn't get all the paperwork and shit. I probably just, when I bought it, I didn't care. I just wanted one. I had the Phantom 4 in the United States, and I had 4 batteries for it and all the crap for it. And I sold it to my cousin. So when I got here, I said, this will be the perfect drone to go traveling with. But I didn't get the license for some reason. I'll have to do it. Oh, okay. All right, good enough, James. Yeah, life is great, Bobby. I got no complaints, man. Like I said, I hope, there's going to be a whole crap load of vloggers, James being one of them, and Chuck and Joe, and there's going to be a lot of stuff. It's going to be a fun time. I can see it already. Let's see.
Yeah, I can just imagine the party at every 7-Eleven. He's got that.
Congratulations. Bobby is now retired. Final day today. Good for you, Bobby. Hope to see you soon.
Awesome.
Hey, congratulations, Bobby.
Bobby's place and his wife,
congrats,
they have
Bob.
a place here in Surin. So I'm definitely going to get to, he was one of the first people I met, I think, on YouTube. Weren't you, Bobby? I think so.
Yeah, Dave, I
ahead.
think this trip you guys are going to take is like the Avengers of Thai vloggers. It's like everybody converging in one place at one time.
Yeah, it's going
to be so much content. It'll take me until February to watch it all.
Yeah, the only one that probably won't have any content will be me. I'll just be sitting there waving in James's.
See, your thing is the live stream. So you'll be like the weekly or
I am gonna do
day
live
summary.
Streams. I know James gets up early. I got up at 4:30 this morning, so I don't know what time that'll be, but it'll probably be better time for people in the U.S. But I might do some in the morning.
Dave's kind of two-faced, guys.
Yeah, I will. Three-faced now. Son of a bitch. We got 3 good-looking son of a bitches up here now.
Handsome man.
Handsome man. I don't know. I don't trust that face. That doesn't look like I don't trust
him.
him.
He's everywhere lurking. I don't like it, actually. I'm gonna put that on my Tinder profile and see how I do.
Grinder.
Can't do any worse, Mitch.
Randy said, I retired in January. Still feels like a dream. Yeah. I enjoyed mine. Mine was a little hectic.
Go back to work to rest.
Put that on Tinder, you're going to get a bunch of reindeer.
I won't start any live streams until the Leo starts flowing. Yeah, the only thing that I will definitely have a beer with everybody. I might have 2, and even the slim possibility of 3. After that, I'll be on water or whatever. No one that watches this channel or that I've met here in Thailand will ever see me intoxicated. It'll never happen.
Have a soda water in
thank
between,
God.
Dave.
Oh, wait, was it Bob? What did he say? What did you say? I'm sorry, Brock.
I said have a soda water in between beers.
Yeah. I'll just take my time. Now, my birthday is the 22nd. Did you know that, Bobby? So why don't you get over here? Can you come now? We'll have a celebration. I waited too long. I'll be 68. Yeah, I was happy I retired when I did. Like I said, I got to help my cousin out for 2 years. And then I like the idea of waking up, even though I wake up early in the morning, to have that option, wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go, nah, I think I'm just going to go back to sleep. Just to be able to say that makes worth retiring. It was, at least it was for me.
I've been trying to retire for the last 4 years, but I'm nearly there. Nearly there.
Like I say, man, I would do it as soon as I would have done it earlier if I would have known. I would have come to Thailand earlier. I would have liked to have spent, a few years here with my wife that passed. But like I said, everything works out. Am I happy? Probably one of the happiest times in my life right now. I got no complaints. Did Mitch go away? Couldn't tell. He looked
Yeah, it
just
looks like he
somebody
lost.
else. He looked just like Joe.
Yeah, that was Mitch. He left or got booted.
Time to get going. That is the closest day.
Uh-oh. Chris just left too.
Hello.
Are people falling off?
I don't think it's
My
intentional.
internet. Oh, Mitch said his internet sucked. I returned. Oh, there's Chris again.
All right.
There we go. There he is.
It's the first time I've used StreamYard, so
Yeah.
I had to actually load Google Chrome. Eek.
I like it. Mitch, I'm going to have to check out James when I do meet him. He's got a new one and something they like. I just am I'm so bad with any kind of tech crap that when I know something like StreamYard, I've been pretty lucky. We've been doing these live streams for what, 4 or 5 months or something or more.
Yeah.
And I really haven't had any real technical, difficulties. One time the internet dropped.
See you, Mitch.
I haven't had any.
Hey Chris,
All right.
I use Opera. I haven't never had a problem with StreamYard.
I know James.
Yeah, well,
James, Go ahead.
sorry, Dave. I work in
No,
a
go ahead.
100% Mac environment with media.
Okay. Unlike Safari.
Yeah, and Safari, whatever Mike's using at the moment, it just jumps straight in. But Streamlabs just doesn't like Safari, so I just quickly loaded up Chrome, and here we are.
You're on an Apple, are you, Chris?
I'm on lots of
Where
apples,
personal
mate.
goes.
Bunch
All
of
right,
them.
James is asking everybody what were your personal goals to be able to retire? The ladies. What is
I
it
went
say?
to holiday in Thailand and was made redundant a week before.
The people that got to know Thailand early on in their life, like James, like Mitch, like many people that are here on this channel, man, I am envious. I wish I could have found, like I said though, if I would have found this place when I was 30 years old and in my state of mind with between sex, drugs, and rock and roll, I would have been here and been dead in a week.
Yeah.
I would have been literally dead in 1 week.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have
That
been
was very
Besides the
possible when
fact
you're young.
Yeah, the attitude that I had, the lifestyle that I was living, motorcycles, clubs, it just wouldn't have meshed with the Thai culture. It wouldn't have meshed at all. But it was something to be here. I've been here 3 years now, so I'm lucky.
Brock's getting fed, it looks like. What's going on there? What is
Yeah, come on, Brock. Let us
Yeah,
in.
it was
Mine,
a chicken
let's see what-
meatball to try, but I was surprised and it jumped back out and the dog got it.
Call that Thai communion or something.
Yeah.
He said his was to wake up to the fact you can retire when you want, just work it out. Yeah, it all revolves around what you want. People ask me all the time, how much can I retire on? What do I have to have? You can make anything work depending on the way you want to live.
Yeah.
I don't want to. He's just getting fed. It all depends. Can you do it on $1,000, $1,200? Yeah, you can. But
Very
I
good, darling.
particularly wouldn't want to. But it all depends. Let's see what
Pancake
Randy
thinks so too.
says. My personal goal is to be able to retire comfortably, to be able
Pardon
to
me.
travel
Sorry
as
about
much
that,
as
guys.
possible. That's the truth. That's for me too with travel. I really enjoyed the traveling part.
So
Yeah, I don't-
for
I don't
me,
know about the-
for me, honestly, the limfac is not, where I'm at now financially or anything like that. Cause I'm already drawn pensions and military disability and all kinds of stuff like that. So, for me, I have an aging mother who
Yeah.
wants to still remain independent, but it's very apparent very apparent at this point in time that she's going to have to transition to something else, and the type of care that she needs, I'm not able to do that. You
Right.
know? So
and it comes down to that, yeah, it's a sad fact of life. But like I was saying earlier when we were talking about it, the biggest thing that I see or I hear from people that want to retire that are in this age group, 55, I'm going to say, are some people are able to retire. They have their parents that are 70, 75, whatever the case may be. And some of them are sickly, and it's
83.
hard to, yeah. Mine's 89, so it does. It makes it tough. Let's see. Talking about time, my goal was to stay as long as I can to make it. I am federally employed. Does not make sense. Yeah, now it's but you're gonna be here enjoying it. But it's just like I said, the thing that happened to me, coming this close to dying, which I've never experienced in my life, and I've been in some bad situations with guns to my head, knives, fights, just should have been dead, and thought I was invincible, and then a little, pneumonia hits me, and I'm down for 3 months. Made me realize, of course, I was 62. But made me realize I'm not invincible. Life's way too freaking short, and I'm going to enjoy myself. And then luckily I have the best Thai wife, or one of the best. I shouldn't say the best. One of the best Thai wives. Yes, one of the best Thai wives here in Thai women.
Hey, Dave, a question about that, because I remember seeing the interview that Joe did with you. That's how I kind of got to know you initially. Right. Did you ever get tested for antibodies?
No, I never did. My doctor said I didn't have it because I would have been probably the first case because it was December 31st.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but he said if I would have had it, he didn't test me, but he said if I would have had it, I would have infected all of the nurses in intensive care, him, 2 other doctors, everybody, and there was no cases in that hospital.
I don't know. I still would have gotten tested because at that point in time, I mean, I was there in November of 2019, and it was documented that it's now documented that people in China had it prior to that. Right. When I went to Koh Samet, let me tell you something. There was nothing but every day the motorboats would pull up, and there'd be hundreds, thousands of Chinese tourists every day. And I got sick. I had a pretty severe cold on the way home. And I always thought to myself, maybe that was it.
And all my friends told me, "Oh, you had it. And the only thing that would probably have, I still would have got the vaccination because supposedly, and this is what I hear from my anti-vax friends in the United States. Supposedly, when all this stuff transpired in the United States, they were supposed to test you for antibodies before they gave you the jabs. And if you did have the antibodies, you weren't supposed to get the jabs. This is just what they were telling me. Don't know if it's true. Have no idea.
I don't know. I was one of those breakthrough cases, right? I think I told you this before. My wife and I know I told you this before. My wife and I both had the vaccination, fully vaccinated, Pfizer, as of April of 2020. And by August of 2020, fully vaccinated April of 2021. By August of 2021, both of us who weren't running around in a bunch of places, I was mostly working from home and everything. That's when Delta variant was really scorching through the state of Florida, and we got it. But now, I've had summer colds that were 10 times worse.
Right.
I'm not an anti-vax person. I'm an anti-vax mandate person. Right. I chose to get the vaccination because I've got high blood pressure and some other things going on. I could stand to lose a few pounds like most of the people who watch this channel. Just saying, we are who we are.
Exactly.
So
it could be 4 of us, at least.
But I think the science that tells you that your symptoms will be a lot less if you had a vaccine. I believe that, and that was indeed my case. Because I don't know, I had a little bit of a chest cough. My wife had a throat cough. She had a mild fever for like a day. I never had a fever. I've had, if there was no such thing as COVID, I would have not thought a damn thing about it. I would have thought I caught like a summer cold for a day or two and be done with it. But I think a lot of people might have had the original version of this and not realized it.
Yeah.
Back in 2019, especially those of us that were in population centers that were frequented by a massive amount of Chinese tourism.
And where I was in Phuket, in Kamala, there was probably 100,000 Chinese coming in and out of Phuket every hour. That's how thick they were. They did all their weddings. And I don't know much about Chinese deal, but they would film all their weddings in Kamala on the beach, walking down the streets, full garb, white flowing dress, groom, the entourage, everything. Do all their wedding pictures they do on the streets and the beach of Kamala. But there was a lot. And then I did notice, which was kind of weird to me because I didn't know anything about Thailand. When I first got down there, first of all, it was heavy Muslims. They played the music real loud at 5 o'clock in the morning. But they also had a lot of Russian influence in Phuket. A lot of the restaurant names were all in Russian.
Phuket, if you don't know, Dave, was anyways 2019 and before the number one Southeast Asian vacation venue for Russian citizens.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I heard that it kind of slowed down after that. But what else I was let me bring this back up. What else I was they just said a lot of money had come into that's why a lot of the restaurants were all Russian owned and blah blah blah. But nothing wrong with that. I met a lot of people down there, a lot of Russian people that were the ones that could speak English. Not a lot, a few that I liked. They were good people. But I was going to say, because you were talking about that vaccine deal, I have in my passport, the copy printed out by a computer that shows my 2 Pfizer deals, very official looking with that what is it called, the code thing on it and all
the
that.
Little QR code.
Yeah, QR code and everything. But they told me to take that to the government hospital on the second floor, turn it in for 50 baht. They'll give you the passport. And I did that 2 weeks ago, and it was supposed to come back in a week. No, they're going to call. It's only 50 baht. And then my wife sent it to me yesterday. She's supposed to bring it up. She said it was downstairs this morning, and it's a little deal. So I've got that from the Thai government, saying that I've had it for traveling. It's good to have that part of it. But my other one, compared to the people's that I've seen, mine was like real professional looking. The other ones wasn't. Hey, Tommy, how you doing? Tommy came and saw me. We went and had something to eat, and I ended up, he was just here for the night. I gave him a bad hotel to stay in. He ended up leaving in the middle of the night, and I left my damn keys to my scooter in his car, so now he has to mail them to me. But that was really nice to see him. We had a good afternoon and evening. It was cool. Good to see him. I went and saw him in Hua Hin. He has restaurants. I don't know if you guys know, but he has some Mexican food, taqueria type thing. Excellent food, by the way. Hey, Bodo, how you doing? Let's see. Okay. Well, it's been 2 hours. I think that I am going to end this and go over to the house. I'm really jonesing to want to see want to see every, the concrete cured and walk around and look in the house, and got a couple
Cool.
of things I want to check out on the cabinets. So everybody, I just
Take
saw
lots of
Daniel,
photos.
Brock, Andy, Gator, Jake, anyway, Bobby, Mitch, Bodo just came in, Trip, Cobus, everybody that's in here. Joe, I know, is here. Andy, I already said, I think. Tommy, I know you
I'm
just
still here.
stopped in, but I think I'm going to go ahead and Dirty Old Man, Tommy J, and I will. Anybody else want to say goodbye to people before I end it? Let me know.
Yeah, I just want to say,
everybody.
I just want to say, if you're not a member, for 99 cents, man,
It's expensive.
you can be a member. You can and get it on the ground floor before the price goes up.
That's
Yeah,
it.
it's
right?
real expensive. That'll probably never happen. All right, guys.
I'm just kidding.
Thank you very much. And
Thanks, Dave.
all right, guys. I will catch you, everybody, on the next one. Have a good one.
What
Adios.
All right, be
Cheers,
good.
everybody.